I feel like I cheated you by just showing you how a scan line was made and trying to explain it. It's so easy to do. Let me just show you right here, okay? Um, just going to open up a new document. I'll hit Option N, Alt N on your Chromebook. And I'm just going to leave the infinite canvas, just say Create, Canvas. And then get the rectangle tool. And I want to draw with black. So I'm going to pull this down and make sure all zeros. That's the hex code for black. And I'm just going to draw a little rectangle, and I'm going to get the arrow to select it. And I want the width to be, double click. The width really doesn't matter. I'll make it 20, but it could be 1. But the height matters. I want to make 2 pixel scan lines. So I'm going to make the height here 4. And you'll understand why in just a second. So that little thing right there is 20 pixels by 4 pixels. And if I just hit Command plus a bunch of times, you can see this is 20 pixels by 4 pixels. Now, I want half of this to be white, but I first want to snap the canvas here. So I'm going to click on the background and go ahead and click on Trim Canvas, which takes this thing somewhere. I'm going to hit Command 0. There it is, right in the center of the screen, and then Command plus a bunch of times. And click once on it, and I'm going to change the height from 4 to 2. And now we have this band of white, and I could draw a white rectangle, but this is going to work. It's no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and export this, and this is going to be untitled something. It really doesn't matter because it's so easy to make, and you could make your own bank of, and I do this in Photoshop. I make custom patterns and call them, scan lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's how many pixels wide the scan line is. But for right now, I'm just going to export this, and I'm such a bonehead. I said, I don't know what quality the JPEG is. Well, Advanced Export is sitting right here. Why don't I click on that? Hey, do you want to save this file before exporting? Hey, okay, good idea. And we'll call it scan lines, and it's 2. Even though it's 4 pixels high, the thickness is 2 pixels. So we'll go ahead and save that. And that's scan lines 2. So now we want to export again and go, is this our fancy, let's get out of this so we see what actually happens. Because when I did this, we got a choice. Okay, we're right back here. When we go to JPEG, here it is, the quality, 92. I can drag this all the way up. And I explained in the video, we want, see this, a transparent background? A ping's going to give you transparency. A JPEG is dumb. It says there's got to be pixels there. I'm going to fill with white. If there's nothing there, I put white. And that's what we want. Exactly that. Okay? So we're going to export this and then come back over here to our project, and I'm going to draw a rectangle. But this time, I don't want gray, I want white. Okay, I'm going to drop white right on top of this thing. Come right up to the corner. Can you see when I come into the corner, when I get on it, see those little crosshairs? That says I'm registered. That says I'm on an edge. That says I'm on the corner. See it? Okay, so I'm going to go right on the corner and click and drag down to this corner. Make sure I get right on it so it's perfect. There's no stripe anywhere. There's nothing sitting there going to mess me up. This is selected because I just drew it. See the blue outline? Okay, so I'm going to go to the fill right here, and instead of color fill, texture fill, and choose my image, and it's going to be that scan lines 2 JPEG. And there they are. We'll click away. We're going to change the blend mode from normal to soft light. You can make these. You can do a whole, you can try different things. And changing the opacity sometimes works great. Why is that? It switched back to normal. Soft light, how'd that happen? And you can see lowering the opacity gives you a little different effect. So when you pull the opacity, it's seasoned to taste. What do you like? Every image is different. There's not a magic opacity. But that's how you make scan lines right on top of your drawing. And if we're smart, Can you rename these by double-clicking? We can. I can say scan lines. And even put a 2 there so we know it's a 2. And you might look at it and say, it's too thin. I want 3. Well, if you saved your scan lines 3 like scan lines 2, pretty easy. You know, fill with the other one. You got it? Scan lines are cool, but there's also lots of other ways to build custom effects and use blend modes and opacity shifts to enhance your images. Okay, scan lines are just one of them.